ready to run. Lights are on, 1,000 the trip. And we should catch them any tick of the clock now. Raise a Smile is the public elect racing here. From the inside, a little slowly away is Requisition, dropping back soon after Great Gable. And now Calbanesco gathering speed, drives up with Classic Chant, looking for the lead soon after the start. Pushing up after that beginning is Requisition. And they're being followed by City Chant, who dropped in just off the speed in the early part. A length and a half, Raise a Smile, then Fields of Thunder being followed by Reaction. Thunder Plumps well back in proceedings. And a clear last is Great Gable. They're about to turn at the 400 metres mark and coming around the bend, and over on the outside Classic Chant, who's working double time, kicking up Requisition. Calbanesco splits those. City Chant's only a length and a half away, called upon, followed further back then by Raise a Smile, and then Fields of Thunder. 200 left to travel. City Chant reached the lead from Classic Chant. A length and a half to Raise a Smile, starting to put in hard now. It's City Chant. Raise a Smile is coming. City Chant, Raise a Smile diving at it. Got a lunge in right on the line. Raise a Smile from City Chant. 2 lengths behind them, Fields of Thunder. Probably third home from Thunder Plump. Then Great Gable. Followed further back Classic Chant, who weakened. So did Requisition and Calbanesco. And towards the tail end is Reaction. Raise a Smile. Punters raise a glass. Toast to Pike. Gets it home. Raise a Smile. 2:30 favourite. For the Durant stable, significant victory, and it took over 250 to run the eventual runner-up down. City Chant, who'd reached the lead, they'd gapped the others. Fields of Thunder third, Thunder Plump fourth home. And then the two in the club's colours, Great Gable and a Classic Chant, who'd weakened after doing a mountain of work. It had the run off the speed, Raise a Smile, owned by R.M. Jamison and Excites filly, who is raced also by Ronnie Sayers and A. Dowling, J. O'Brien and Vicky Durant. Out of the Snippets mare and Marchioness, trained by Adam Durant, W. Pike, and gets it home in the last stride or so from City Chant by War Chant from Win City, owned by Laura Jordan, trained by Paul Jordan, Lisa Staples in the saddle, and Fields of Thunder third in a Trade Fair Fine Forecast gelding, trained by Michael Lane, ridden by Brodie Kirby for A. Chirkop, the Canal Enterprises Syndicate, and L. Jury, M. Danskin, Ms. E. Kilworth, J. Harrison, and Mrs. R. Fenner, M. and Mrs. V. Bushby, and A. Ruck. And fourth placing has gone the way there of Thunder Plump, with the fifth placing to the 7 in Great Gable. So the winning margin being ahead, right on the post it was, by 3 1/4, 58.77 the time there that they'd run for the 1,000 metres. Now race 6 is the Amelia Park Handicap, back on target at 124. Cape Lady and Imaginary of the scratchings. 8 starters to do battle in the next event of the day. In the meantime, we take you down to the yard after Pike had got the grey home in the last stride there for punters to celebrate. Raise a Smile, and I'll have one down there in the yard as well, Gareth.
Raising a Smile, especially our viewers that listened to Adam Durant before the race, it gave her a really good push, and I thought maybe at the 200 she won't be getting the second horse, but she knuckled down beautifully that last 100.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought, you know, it probably was too much for her to do, and she didn't quite have a stride. You could see she was sort of, just wobbling a little bit, but yeah, look, to her credit, she knuckled down really well, and she's a bit of a work in progress. She hasn't quite reached her full potential just yet. I think in 6-12 months' time, she might be a nice filly. As
a trainer, is that a good sign when you see that, when you think, oh, they're in trouble, but then they find a way?
Yeah, I like that, you know, and say on paper it didn't look, she didn't win by a big space, but when you needed her, she was there. And I think her work at home is of a Saturday horse. She can test a few of our good ones in their workout, so it's just a matter of time before she can get comfortable. And I was nearly going to run her in a 12 today, and I thought I'll stick to the 1,000 again, but it looked like she needed every bit of the 1,000, so the 12 probably would have been a better option.
Right, maybe next time.
Maybe.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There we go. There is Adam Durant. I'll tell you what, you can have a crack at Willie. 10 out of 11. I thought he should have had a full book today.
When the fields came out and you saw 11 rides, Willie, what's the process? Do you speak to your manager and say, hey, let's not take too many, or you say the more the better?
No, I find more the better. Makes the day go quicker. Maybe in a few more years I might start jacking up, but no, I do think more I have the you get over your last ride and you move on to the next one.
You just couldn't find that 11th ride. Surely someone was putting their hand up to put you on all 11.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of, as it turns out, I'm sort of glad we've missed one, but no, I'm pretty happy with the way things pan out. Plenty of opportunities there.
Oh, well, most jockeys would say you're mad, but you're fit as a fiddle, so you can do it. And it always helps when you get horses like this who are able to let down the way she did.
Yeah, she was always progressing towards a win like this. It was nice to put it on the board. So, yeah, it was good. Everything panned out quite well in the run. They went hard up front and we were able to have the last crack.
Do you think she needs every bit of a 1200 next start?
Maybe. I do think that the tempo actually sort of brought us undone a little. They actually went that fast. I was caught a little bit chasing. And she's normally the pacemaker, so... yeah.
Did you find her better on the circle than she was down the Pinjarra straight?
I don't think there was any difference. I thought her run the other day, if you could have seen a side on angle, you probably would have been tearing your hair out the way it was panning out. But those straight races, you don't really get to see what happens. And I thought she ran as good the other day as she did today.
Well done on the win.
Thank you.